will be ready for October with a sweet front door wreath. This is a project that can be completed in 30 minutes or less and costs just a few bucks. It says that you are ready to party right along with the candy collection crews that come around at Halloween. We are making a candy box wreath, and this easy-to-make door decor is the work of Studio 5 friend Megan Hoeppner, and featured right now, we should say, at the website at one of our favorite print magazines, Better Homes and Gardens. It couldn't be cuter. Count on our own Megan Hoeppner to think of this. Congratulations, Miss BetterHomesandGardens.com.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
That's so exciting.
Isn't that fun?
I think one of the reasons I love this wreath too is it hints at Halloween without being overtly black and orange.
Yes, exactly right. If there's one time a year you can decorate with candy and leftover trash, basically, it's Halloween, right?
I love it.
Anything goes. Free pass.
Okay, so what inspired you to do this?
Candy, of course. Yeah, yeah, sugar. I had all these extra boxes. I'd had a Halloween party that year, and I saved them for a year in a tote. Well, 9 months, and I started making it ahead of time. But
so this isn't edible candy.
No, they're empty now.
Okay.
So if you have people coming to your door bugging you, shake the wreath and tell them there's nothing there.
Nothing there.
Come back on the Halloween night.
So sorry. How did you? What's holding this together? What's the base?
I'm going to show you, if you don't mind. I'm going to step right in front of you. There's a wreath. You can get wreath forms that are pretty flat. They're just kind of a heavy, almost like a chipboard, and then hot glue. And so it's just a matter of like positioning the different boxes, and because they're empty, they're very lightweight.
I was gonna say lightweight, no stress.
And be careful when you open them, so that, you know, sometimes you get anxious and tear into that candy. Take it easy, simmer down.
Because you want the box to be intact.
Yeah, so it looks like it has candy in it, and then just hot glue the boxes back shut.
Gosh.
So they look brand new. And then
the way
this
you've
is if you
layered
want
it,
to hang it. I have that in case you want a hanger. But
the way you've layered it though and stacked them, I think, is what makes it.
Yeah, I kind of like that. It was a little tricky at first. I'm not gonna lie. It was because I wasn't sure what parts of the box to show to make sure it was recognizable. So play with it before you commit to gluing, because you know you might switch things around a little bit.
Right.
And then if you don't love something like my base layer, it was okay. I wanted a little more depth, so that's when I went in and added the second layer in the palms. But you can get these candy boxes, sometimes 2 for $1. You mentioned Harmon's. Harmon's often has good deals on these. So
the dollar store too, I know.
Yes, dollar store, you can get them for $1. So it makes it an affordable project, and you know, twist my arm, have to eat all this good candy.
I mean, I guess, right? Project, research.
Project.
I like too that, as if there wasn't enough color going on, the palm.
The palm.
It just finished it off perfectly,
though. It kind of feels candy-ish and gives a little texture.
Totally.
Yeah. And speaking of door, you can use a littler box and do like a door hanging if you want to.
Oh my gosh, cutest.
And I feel kind of silly because I put sweet unicorn horns. That sounds kind of like a poacher, so maybe say dust, or I don't know. Like if it's someone's birthday, your child's birthday, you could put that on their bedroom door with something yummy inside. And that's just, if you flip it over, you can see that's just a Mike and Ike box that I punched a hole in.
Oh my gosh, clever.
And you got a little hanger. They're pretty sturdy boxes, so you can do things like that. Be fun for a teacher.
And they're colorful. They lend themselves to that creative treatment.
Yes, you don't always have to go black and white, like you said, and orange on Halloween.
Sure,
this would be fun for people that do the neighborhood booing thing. You could do those on the door. So,
darling, you've done some other crafts, candy inspired.
Candy inspired. So speaking of the wreath, that one is empty, which is sort of a disappointment. This one is not. So if you want to do a smaller version for a coworker, someone at church, at the office, you can do it with, it's the same kind of thing on the back, that little chipboard wreath. And I tied some ribbon around first, and then just built up layers. So the base layer is Rolos, yummy.
Yes.
And then, so this is for the chocolate lover.
What kind of energy is it going to take, though, for the chocolate lover to actually break through the glue hold and get into that guy?
I asked my husband about that. I'm like, are people going to, and he's like, hot glue's pretty forgiving. It'll pop off pretty easily.
Once it dries,
So I wondered that, and I also wondered if it would melt my chocolate, but I don't think it did.
Okay, good.
So we checked on that.
Check and check.
Quality test,
Research done thoroughly, I might add.
Yes, this, you mentioned the dollar store. I'm so glad you did. This darling box was not Laffy Taffy, saltwater taffy. And it was basically decorated for me from the dollar store. And like the banner and all that was there, that cute little plaque area in the center. So all I had to do was add a strip of paper and a sticker, and it'd make a great movie night birthday gift. So we have a movie in here, some candy from one of my boxes, and a microwave popcorn. So that's a fun thing to do if you want to give someone a little happy birthday movie night,
and the candy,
or date night, or you know, whatever.
Yeah, the candy packaging complements the gift, but I have to imagine you were like doing a little celebratory dance in the aisles of the dollar store, because this is begging. It's like jumping out and saying, Megan, craft me.
And that, you hit on a perfect point. Candy boxes, why there's appeal there is kind of like pattern paper, right? It's bright colors, fun prints, different motifs and design work. You just have to color the obnoxious parts, like the calorie count. I don't even know.
I mean,
I don't want to know that.
So don't ruin the gift with numbers like that.
Those, and that's what I did on my banner in the front.
This is so cute.
I cut, trick or treat, of course, right? So I cut out the different ugly parts of the box front and then made that more of a
Why haven't we thought to use this before as a crafty medium? Upcycle,
That's
baby.
Right. Sweet
I'm loving it. And just a little display here of the boxes, the color,
yes.
and apothecary jar. It just adds to the whole ambiance of
yes,
it.
Yes, you can, like I said, or like I did here, I used that as a vase. The candy's still in there. Because you know sometimes with vases you'll put like popcorn or something beady in there so stuff will stand up.
M&Ms are beady?
M&Ms are beady. Yes, they are, especially those bitty ones. So I was like, oh, that's a fun little party centerpiece if you're having a Halloween party.
I'm cracking up that I just referred to candy as ambiance. But hey, I'm feeling a vibe here.
I like your thinking.
I'm feeling a vibe. I'm totally feeling a vibe. And then right here, another example of how you decorated.
I used the name of the candy itself. So it says Sour Patch Kids, but I just covered the O, so it's Our Patch Kids. And then if you pull out the inside, this is a mini album in a box.
Oh my gosh.
And by our patch, I mean our pumpkin patch trip. So we go once a year, and each page in there is a different year. And it's a fun thing to do either for us to keep at home or to give to the grandparents who always celebrate with us as a gift.
How you've labeled the tabs. So here's 2015, here's 2016,
exactly,
2017.
Yeah.
The tabs are just spelled out, and those pictures are so precious.
Oh, thank you. Sometimes with mini albums, where they're not in the traditional album size, you don't know how to protect them. And these candy boxes are heavier weight, so that makes it easy to have these kind of fragile, more fragile papers kept safe so they're not manhandled.
Our Patch Kids.
Yeah, Our Patch Kids.
Only you. Only you.
Yeah.
That was a love tap.
I am kind of
this is
corn
adorable.
punny girl, I'll tell you.
All right, we're going to look for the BHG feature online.
Thank you.
Also there a link to kind of your bonus content you saved for us.
Yes, absolutely. I have more of the album to show you, how to on the wreath, the littler wreath, things like that. So I would love to show you.
And Megan came not only carrying these sweets into the studio this morning, but you brought a sweet little helper who told me she was going to be a spider for Halloween.
Yes, she is. Maggie's here with me today.
I hope she got to help you with some of these. That's so fun.
She was very inspired. She helped most of all with the eating.
I bet.
Yeah.
That's the kind of research I like.
Yeah.
MeganHoeppner.com is your website, yes?
Yes, it is.
Thanks so much, friends.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.